Yeah.
He is running for state senate under the Green Party, but he can tell you a lot more about that.
Yes.
Thank you for coming. Hope you all enjoy the event.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. Thank you to Spencer and his team for hosting this. My name's Arn Menconi, and I'm your next U.S. Senator. All right. This is really, who here believes that this is a revolution and this is what they signed up for? Make some noise. Who here considers themselves a real progressive? Who here wants to stop the TPP? Who wants to make sure that we ban fracking? Who wants to make sure that we raise the minimum wage to at least 12, if not 15 and higher? How about who wants to support Amendment 69 and make sure we can have universal health care? So the dictionary definition of a revolution isn't to reform, it's to overthrow the system. All right? I am 57 years old, so I can't wait anymore for enough is enough. All right? I have a 11 and a 10-year-old son and daughter. They are growing up in endless wars, global warming, rapid inequality gap, and racial injustice. And I am sick and tired of watching neoliberals continue to facilitate those four problems in America, and that's what a revolution is about. A revolution is about changing that. A revolution doesn't look pretty. Power will not give up without a fight. Right. And we have 80 days left. All right? I was a former Eagle County Commissioner. I was a Democrat. I ran a nonprofit for disadvantaged youth for over 20 years. I have a master's in business administration, and I ran a for-profit business. So that doesn't make me the smartest person in the world, but I can tell you what's going on here, folks. This is a election that has been rigged, just like John Kerry's was rigged, just like Al Gore's is rigged, for the powers that be. What Bernie Sanders was able to drive home was the message of the 1% is controlling everything. And I will no longer be complicit. I will no longer facilitate people who are representing the 1% like Senator Bennett, who will not come out against the TPP, who will not say no to fracking, who will not try to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour, and who will not come out for universal health care. When I drive around the state, those are the issues that people are talking about. I jumped into this race for issues of endless war. I cannot let my taxpayer dollars kill innocent people and breed more terrorists in the Middle East. I cannot vote and support a president who I campaigned for who is bombing and droning 7 countries while winning the Peace Prize. We are, in just the last week, we have supported Saudi Arabia, which is in bed with Hillary Clinton through the Clinton Foundation. We are arming Saudi Arabia that's decimating Yemen, and they have bombed a Doctors Without Border hospital, and they have bombed a school. We are not going to drift into moral nihilism. Are we?
No!
Are we?
No!
So what that looks like is in the next 80 days, we are going to make phone calls because I'm not raising money from special interests like Michael Bennett, who has $14 million, who's spending millions on negative ads and advertising, who's spending money on all sorts of different things. We're going to do it through you guys getting on the phone banking, by showing up, by getting people to know that enough is enough. And to the people who are listening elsewhere, where I come from, you don't put a line in the sand called enough is enough and then move the goalposts past November 18th. That's right. All right? Where I come from, your word is your integrity. Yeah. And my word to you is, this is beyond a revolution. When we are killing innocent people, When we are killing black people through our militarization of our police departments, and we have a black president who isn't fighting for it, we the people are going to start fighting for the people, not the powerful. I'm serious. You will get me, and I'll wrap up with this. You get me elected to U.S. Senate. I've been arrested in Senate hearings fighting against Secretary of State John Kerry to not drop more bombs in the Middle East and not perpetuate more wars. I've been in Black Lives Matters protest laydowns in New York and in Washington, D.C. and here in Colorado. I have stood up against Israel and what they're doing in their occupation against Palestine. This is about social justice, economic justice, and climate justice. Our children cannot live in a country or in a world where sea levels are going to rise to 20 and 30 feet and flood Florida and New York and most of Africa and Southeast Asia. We're done killing innocent people. We are the largest exporters of terrorism in the world, and we're going to take our taxpayers' dollars back of $1 trillion. I am not going to vote for a military budget unless there's an audit. And I love digging into budgets, and I'm going to hire on my staff CPAs and lawyers to expose the continual lying that's going on in our government. Turn on the lights and make the cockroaches run. Let's start the revolution.